Dear friends, in this video, we finally look at the backtracking ability of the regression model that we have built in the context of revenue management in a hotel, the very same example. And we look at now the backtracking ability of the model using a visual. And let's see what kinds of insights we can get. You will recall that in the previous video, we discussed the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis with statistical validity alongside. And therefore, the final concluding step, I would say, it's not the conclusion in a way of regression. There are so many aspects, but the journey in a simple way, what are the key things or items that you should look at the regression we have covered in this series of videos. And the last one is the backtracking ability of the fitted model. The predicted value versus the actual value is plotted, and you can see the blue line is the predicted one and the red line is the actual one, and the vertical axis is the revenue, the horizontal is the 12 data points or the observations in the data set for each one of the record. And see what is the behavior of the actual. It goes down, again up, goes down, and it's a plateau here. Again, goes up, goes down, and slightly coming down, plateau type of a thing. Again, goes up and finally comes down. And the blue line, which is the actual value, if you see here, the predicted value, the blue line, you are able to see it's following the pattern of the actual everywhere. And that you can easily see is a very important insight. It's not that everything is exact. There are some vagaries and gaps, but the pattern of the actual is fully captured by the fitted model that you can see. The gaps indicate some fine-tuning is required. Maybe you have to look at other variables which you have not taken into account to bridge the gap as much as possible. After all, an estimated model could only capture as much as possible the reality. It can never be equal, and you will never get perhaps the rarest of the rarest case, maybe. Otherwise, you won't get exactly the predicted value equal to the actual value. The vagaries are there, but the model has beautifully, the graph has beautifully captured. Look at the predicted values. They are able to move in the same direction of the actual values so beautifully. Some of the places it is very, very close. And that is the power of the backtracking ability of the model, which every practitioners would look at it. They will say, all right, you are talking about R squared, you are talking about slope, intercept, and F value, and you are sounding very technical. Let me see how good the model is by a visual. This is the best way to understand the practitioner's perspective, I would call. And with this, I end the video. We will see you soon in another video. Thanks a lot.